Help! I have a slow metabolism. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard this phrase. Sue McHardy here, registered holistic nutritionist, and many of you know that I'm also a fitness trainer. I've been working in the health and wellness space for 34 years. I've been a fitness instructor, personal trainer for 34 years, and working with holistic nutrition for about 14 years now, and I've helped many people lose weight, control their blood sugar, reduce inflammation in their body, and improve energy. So food can be a very, very powerful thing. Regardless, today I'm going to be talking about metabolism. First off, metabolism. First off, metabolism is not a given. I know people feel like they have a slow metabolism, that they're doomed, that they're born with a genetic predisposition to a slower metabolism. And yes, to a degree, you can biologically have a slightly faster or slower metabolism, but there's actually quite a few factors that make up our metabolism and that are well within our control to make our metabolism faster or slower. So let's dive in. First, what is metabolism? It's the total sum of all chemical reactions that go on every day in our body to sustain life and allow daily function. So this is your heart beating, your blood pumping, your brain functioning, your organs functioning, digestion, and general movement throughout the day. So these all make up your metabolism. And truly what it is the number of calories your body burns every day to perform all of these functions. So there are many factors that affect our metabolism. Let's discuss. Number one, we're going to be talking about your basal metabolic rate. So if you've ever come in to see me and I've calculated your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, that is essentially the number of calories that your body burns every day to sustain life. So I'll often explain it to people in this fashion. If you were lying comatose in bed all day and you were not eating or digesting food or moving around at all, you were just lying comatose in bed, that's how many calories your body would burn to sustain life. So that actually makes up a big chunk of your metabolism. It makes up about 50 to 60% of your daily calories burned is your basal metabolic rate. And this is dependent on a number of factors. It's dependent on your age, your height, your gender, and how much you move throughout the day. Those are all factors that make up your basal metabolic rate. So I calculate that individually for every client because everybody's a little bit different. We all are different sizes, different muscle mass, different activity levels. So everybody's BMR is going to be slightly different. So that's the first factor in your metabolism, is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. The second factor that makes up your metabolism is what we call EAT, or EAT, and that is the exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is what we would call formal exercise. So if you work out, you go to a fitness class, a spin class, you strength train, you go jogging, this is your exercise activity thermogenesis, or EAT. And believe it or not, a lot of people think exercise is the be all end all and it's going to make this huge difference when you start exercising, but it really doesn't have as much of an effect as people believe. Exercise really only accounts for up to 10% of your daily calories burned. So obviously you want to be exercising every day, but it's not going to be the be all and end all for your metabolism. Remember, the basal metabolic rate, or just bodily functioning, is 50 to 60% of your daily calories, and the formal exercise only represents up to 10% of your daily calories burned. So yes, it's helpful and we want to exercise. It's good for your heart, it's good for your muscles, but it does not truly have a tremendous impact on your daily metabolism. Number three, NEAT. This one is big. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So number three was formal exercise. Number four is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is daily movement. This is not formal exercise. This is you walking up and down the stairs, parking in a parking lot and walking across the parking lot, fidgeting, cleaning your house. These are all forms of non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and this is just in general moving more throughout the day. Now, this is actually one of the biggest controllable factors to your metabolism, and it accounts for way more than your formal exercise. NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, accounts for 15 to 20% of your daily calories burned. So what's the takeaway from this? We want to be moving more throughout the day. Trainer tip, if you have a sedentary job and you work at a desk, make a point once an hour of getting up and walking around the office or walking around the block for 5 to 10 minutes or doing 10 air squats. This is going to give your metabolism a boost. This is going to burn a few extra calories. So we want to be adding as much movement throughout the day, general movement as possible. So not just your formal exercise, but just moving more throughout the day. And that's going to have a pretty big impact on your overall metabolism, 15 to 20%. And finally, number 4, TEF, or the thermic effect of food. So when we eat food, a certain amount of calories are expended chewing the food, digesting and breaking it down, absorbing the nutrients. So every time you eat, you're actually getting a bit of a metabolic boost as well. And the 3 different macronutrients have different thermic effect. So protein, I'm always preaching about eating more protein. It's going to help you full. It's going to keep your muscles strong. But protein will actually, you're burning 25 to 30% of the calories that you're eating are being burned in the digestive process. Protein is a complex molecule and it takes quite a bit of digestive energy to break it down. So 25 to 30% of the calories you eat from protein are being burned just to digest. While carbohydrates, carbs, this is your bread, your pasta, sweet potato, beets, squash, those are all carbohydrates. They only burn 5 to 15% of the calories that you eat to digest that food and absorb that food. And sources of healthy dietary fat, which are also important to consume every day. This is avocado, nuts and seeds, olive oil, very important for your hormones, your hair, skin, nails, your brain. That only burns 0 to 3% of the total calories consumed. So I'm always plugging for more protein in your diet for so many reasons. It helps you balance your blood sugar. Again, it's great for muscles. It's great for cellular repair and rejuvenation. And you are going to burn more calories every time you eat protein. So shameless plug for consuming more protein. So those are your 4 basic categories of metabolism. So let's recap. Metabolism is how many calories your body burns every day. This is dependent on your age, your height, your gender, your activity level. It varies from person to person. So it's made of your basal metabolic rate. These are basic human functioning processes. Just lying comatose in bed, how many calories will your body burn every day? Then we have our formal exercise or exercise activity thermogenesis, making up to 10% of your total daily calories burned. NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, this is general movement. We should be moving more throughout the day. It can burn 15 to 20% of your total daily calories. That's pretty huge. And then finally, the thermic effect of food. So every time we eat, we burn some calories to digest that food and assimilate that food and absorb it. So protein is going to burn the most number of calories. Carbs will burn 5 to 15%, and dietary fat will burn 0 to 3%. As a bonus here, I just wanted to talk for a moment about muscle. This falls a little bit under the exercise activity thermogenesis category, but a lot of people will do cardio, and cardio is very important, but it becomes so imperative to strength train as we get older, because muscle, body muscle, not only is going to help you to continue to do the things you want to do as you get older and maintain your strength and integrity, but muscle is a metabolically active tissue. As we age, our metabolism will start to naturally slow down a bit. But the more muscle you have on your body, we can offset some of that slowdown in your metabolism, because 10 pounds of muscle will burn at rest up to 50 calories per day. So if you're sitting on your couch and you have 10 pounds of muscle on your body, you're burning 50 calories per day. That same 10 pounds, if it's body fat, is maybe burning 20 calories per day sitting on the couch and not doing anything. So pound for pound, muscle is burning 2.5 times the number of calories regardless of what you're doing. So if you're working out or walking or just sitting on your couch, the more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns every day. So basically, I did want to film this video to point out that although there may be a slight genetic predisposition to a faster or slower metabolism, there's a lot we can do to keep our metabolism faster and stronger as we age. So takeaways, I want you to prioritize just getting more movement in throughout the day. This has a huge impact. 15 to 20% of your calories burned every day are just from general movement. Of course, we want to exercise. That's great for your heart. It's great for your muscles. It's great for your lungs, cardiovascular system. But that's only 10% of your metabolism. And then from a dietary standpoint, we want to prioritize protein, because protein has a higher thermic effect on food. You're going to burn more calories from eating protein, as well as the many other benefits of keeping your muscles strong and your bones strong and your organs strong, and your body will repair itself faster. So lots of benefits to eating protein. And then of course, I want you to strength train, because the more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns every day. I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a like, share it with a friend who might find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our practitioner content this year, because we want to help you become the healthiest, happiest version of yourself. And don't hesitate to drop in and say hello. I'm at the Caledon East Family Chiropractic Clinic every Thursday from 2 till 6 p.m. and I look forward to meeting you soon. Have a beautiful day.